Good day, Professor. This is my laboratory exercise 007. Title of activity is Expressions, Course Theory of Programming Languages. So the objective of this exercise, at the end of this activity, the students are expected to have able to differentiate the evaluation techniques of different programming languages on expressions. So what are the materials needed? So C++, Java, and C#. So in this exercise, I will rewrite the program below in C++, Java, and C#, run them, and compare the result. So we have here the code: integer fun, integer pointer k plus is equals to 4, return 3, multiply by pointer k minus 1. So void main, integer I is equals to 10, j is equals to 10, also sum1 and sum2. Sum1 is equals to I divided by 2 plus fun address of I, sum2 is equals to fun address of j plus j divided by 2. So this is the codes that I'm going to write in 3 different programming languages. I will also explain the result for each version of the program in C++, Java, and C#. Okay, so let's start with the C++. I think the code is written in C++. Okay, let's start with this one. So first, I will add this code, include IO stream. So, well, this code allows us to use cout for printing. Okay, so the next one is I'm going to add a namespace. So using namespace std. Okay, so let's copy this code. Let's start with writing the integer fun, integer pointer k, open and close curly bracket, pointer k plus or equal to 4, semicolon, return 3, multiply by pointer k minus 1. Okay, let's double check. Integer fun, integer pointer k plus is equals to 4, return 3, multiply by pointer k minus 1. Okay, so I'll run the program if we have some major errors. Okay, I think none. Okay, let's proceed to the integer main code. Okay, so integer main, open and close parentheses, open and close curly bracket. So integer I is equals to 10, both I and j, so 10, and j is also equals to 10. I will just separate the sum 1 and sum 2, so for easy, for readable code. So integer sum 1 is and then sum 2. Don't forget the semicolon. Let's try to run the program. Okay, so we have no major problem. So this is the code that we are going to rewrite in C# and in Java. Okay, for the first expression, so I will write this code. Okay, first expression. So sum1, I will go back here, is equals to I minus 2 plus fun address of I. So let's try. Is equals to I divided by 2 plus fun addressed of I. Okay, so sum1 is equals to I divided by 2 plus fun address of I. Let's try to run if we have some major problems. Okay. Okay, next, I will show the output of the sum1 first, and then we will proceed to the sum2. So C out. So I is equal to I sum1 end of file. Okay, let's try to run the program. If we have some problems, yep, we have some problems. I forgot the return and also the close curly bracket. Let's try again. Okay, so we have some problems here. Someone does not name type. So I think I added a code here. Okay, let's try again. Okay, so in I is equals to 14, sum1 is equals to 46. So why the output is 14 and why sum1 is equal to 46? So let's go back to the function of fun. So in fun, integer pointer k plus equal to 4, return 3 times k minus 1. Okay, let's explain this code first. Okay, so in fun 1, or I mean in sum 1, so y I is equals to 14 and sum is equals to 46. So our I here is equals to 10. So again, in every pointer k, we have here I divided by 2 plus fun, the address of I. So I is equals to 10. So every time we use this code, we always add value of 4. So 10 plus 4 is equals to 14. So that's the I. How about the sum 1? Why the answer is 46? Okay, so let's try to explain this one. So in sum 1 is equals to I divided by 2 plus fun address of I. So our I is 10. So sum 1 is equals to I, which is 10, divided by 2. So this one is equal to 5. And fun address of I, which is equivalent to 41. Why 41? So in this code, so we will return or multiply the value 3 times minus 1. So 14 times 3 is equals to 42, minus 1 is equals to 41. So we can now add these two numbers. That's why we get the value of 46 for sum 1. Okay? Let's proceed to sum number 2. So this is my second expression. So sum 2 is equals to fun. Okay, I will just go back to the code. Okay, fun address of j plus, okay, I will double check, j divided by 2. Okay, so I'll just copy this part of the code. Okay, so this one now is J, and also this one is J. Someone is now sum2, and someone also is equals to sum number 2. So we have now J is equals to 14, sum2 is equals to 48. So I will explain why the sum2 is 48. So as I said earlier, our J is equals to 10 plus 4 from this function. So every time the value, we will add 4. So is equals to 14. So sum 2 is equals to fun J. So our fun again is 41 plus 14 divided by 2, which is equals to 7. So 41 plus 7 is equals to 48. So this is now our sum number 2. That's why this is our output. I is equals to 14. Also, J is equals to 14. Sum 1 is 46 and sum 2 is 48. So I will rewrite the code in C# and Java. We will check if my output is still the same. Okay, I will create a new online GB for the language of, I will start first with the C#. Okay, for the C# using system. So again, our goal here is to have the same result, which is I is equals to 14, sum 1 is equals to 46, J is equals to 14, and sum 2 is equals to 48. Oops. 48. Okay. Okay, run. Okay, class program. Open and close curly bracket. So we have here static integer fun ref integer key. Okay, so open and close curly bracket. So static integer fun ref integer k. So k is plus equal to 4. So again, remember, okay, equals to 4. So remember again, value added by 4. So return 3 multiplied by k minus 1. So again, this code will multiply the value 3 times minus 1. That's minus 1. Okay, so we have now k plus equals to 4, return 3 times k minus 1. Okay, let's proceed to our main code. Static void main, open and close curly bracket. So integer I, so again our I is equals to 10 and our J is also equals to 10. Integer sum 1 and then sum 2. Okay, so let's proceed to our first expression. So as you can see, the code is the same here, which is 10 for both I and J, and also the sum1 and sum2. I'll just rewrite the code written from C++ to C# and check if the output is the same. Okay, so let's proceed to the first expression. So my first expression is, again, sum1 is equals to I divided by 2 plus fun ref I. So in C#, I'm using the reference instead of the pointer in C++. Okay, I will try to run the program if our output is the same, which is I is equals to 14, sum1 is equal to 46. So I will write console.writeLine I equal plus I plus sum1 equal to plus sum1. Okay, let's try to run this code. Okay, we have some problems with the code assigned, but it's okay. Yep, I is equals to 14, sum is equals to 46. So this is the output. So I is equals to 14, sum is equals to 46. Same output here in C++. I think the sum1 now is the same with sum1 in C++. So I'm gonna remove this error because we're looking for J. So I will just continue this one. So my second expression is sum2 is equals to fun ref J. So instead of pointer, again, I will use the reference in C#, reference J plus J divided by 2. So I will just copy this line of code again to show the output. So this one is J, this one is also J, sum2. This one is also sum2. Let's try to run the program. Okay, so this is now the output written in C#. We have the same output here. I is equals to 14, sum1 is equals to 46, J is equals to 14, and sum2 is equals to 48. So we have now the same output using programming languages C++ and C#. So let's proceed to the Java. Okay, I will just create again online GDB, and I will change the language to Java. So again, our goal is to make a same result in across 3 different languages. Okay, so in Java, we will start with the class main. So public class main, open and close curly bracket, static class int ref. So I'm gonna use this one. So in Java, we are going to use the object wrapper instead of using the ref in C# and pointer in C++. So static class integer ref, integer value. This stores the actual number. Okay, so integer int ref integer value, open and close curly bracket, this that value is equals to value. So what is this code? So this one is a constructor to set the starting value. Okay, let's proceed now to our function fun, the integer fun. Okay, I'll just add the code here. Okay, so static integer fun int ref k, open and close curly bracket. So k that value, so again we will add the value plus 4, so plus equal to 4, and also we will multiply the value 3 times minus 1, so return 3 k that value minus 1. Okay, so now let's proceed to the main string. Wait, I forgot. Okay, for the Java, public static void main, okay, I forgot again. Okay, main string arguments. Okay, so open and close curly brackets. Public static void main string arguments. So int ref I is equals to new int ref, which is 10. Same, j is equals to new int ref, which is 10. Okay, so integer sum 1, sum 2. Okay, so we have now the same code here. We have the integer, which is I is equals to 10, j is equals to 10, as well as the sum 1 and sum 2 written in Java. So let's proceed to our first expression. So again, in our first expression, it's sum 1 is equals to I that value divided by 2 plus fun I. Okay, so again, this is our first expression. Okay, let's try to run this code if we have the same value from the C++ as well as the C#. So system.out.println I is equals to plus I that value plus, okay, I'll just move this one, plus someone is equal to this one. Okay, let's check the code. So I is equals to plus I value plus someone. Okay, I is equals to I value plus, okay, I forgot here something here. Someone is equals to plus someone Let's try. Forgot the colon, semicolon. Let's try again. System without the print line. Oh, we have two here. Okay, let's fix some codes here. System without the print line. Oh, okay, so I have a problem here. Wrong code. Let's try again. Oops, error. Public static void main string, main method class, please define the main method as. So again, I will double check the code if we have some problems here. Public class static integer value, static class integer value, integer ref, integer value, this value, static integer font, k that value, return 3 times k value minus 1, public static void main string arguments main. This one is a main, I think so. Let's try again. Okay, so that's the problem. Anyway, so again, the value is I is equals to 14, someone is equals to 46. Same output here for the codes written in C# and C++. So I is 14 and someone is 46. So let's go to the second expression. So again, our second expression is sum2 is equal to font j plus j dot value divided by 2, which is the answer is 7. Okay, I'll just copy this code and let's see if the output from C++ and C# are the same. We have here J, this one is now is J, and sum2 is J, and this one is also sum2. Let's try to run the program. Okay, so we have now the same output in 3 different languages. So in C# we have here, the C++, I is equals to 14, J is 14, sum1 is equals to 46, and sum2 is equals to 48. Same output with the C#, and also same output written in Java. Okay, so I think we are doing great here because we have the same output in 3 different programming languages. Okay, so in summary, I will summarize the code. So we have here the program. So I just rewrite the program using the C++, C#, and Java. So I will give a summary. So first, the program contains a function called fun. The purpose of this function is to modify a variable and return a calculated value. So inside the function, the value of the variable is increased by 4. After that, the function returns the result of the expression 3 times new value minus 1. So this part of the code. So the program starts with 2 variables, I and j. So both are assigned the value of 10. Then the program calculates two expressions called sum1 and sum2. Okay, for the sum1, the expression is I divided by 2 plus the result of the function. When the program runs, the value of I divided by 2 is 5. So the function adds 4 to the value of I, so the value becomes 14. So let's check this code. We have this code and C++. So then the function calculates 3 times 14 minus 1, which is 41. That's why we get the 41 here. Finally, 5 plus 41 equals 46. So sum1 becomes 46. So that is for the sum1. For the sum number 2, the function runs first. The function changes j from 10 to 14 and returns 41. So after that, the program calculates j divided by 2, which is 14 divided by 2 equals 7. Then 41 plus 7 equals to 48. So sum 2 becomes 48 here. So 3 programming languages, the sum 2 is 48. So in conclusion, in C++, the function receives a pointer. Example here, the pointer k, which is the memory address of the variable. Because of this, the function can directly change the original value. So in C#, the program uses the ref keyword. We have here the ref keyword, which allows function to receive the variable by reference. This means the function can modify the original variables directly. And in Java, it is a primitive integers cannot be passed by reference. To solve this, the program uses a small wrapper object that stores the integer value. The function modifies the value inside the object. Okay, so that is the explanation of 3 programming languages for the C++, C#, and the Java. So, well, the main difference is how each language passes value. So as I said earlier, C++ uses pointers, C# uses the ref keyword, and Java uses an object wrapper. But all 3 versions produce the same final output. I is equals to 14, sum1 is equals to 46, j is equals to 14, and sum2 is equals to 48. So this is my activity for laboratory exercise 007. Title of activity is expression, course, theory of programming languages. I think I explained all the results for each version of the program in C++, C#, and Java. That's all. Thank you, Professor, and have a nice day.